Elizabeth VanTiflin, known as Biz, has been a role model to her younger teammates in the Laker women's basketball program. The senior had one of her finest games against Wayne State on Saturday and will be truly missed as a leader on and off the court. Tom Cleary talked to head coach Janelle Burgess and the Biz earlier this week.
Under Janelle Burgess, Grand Valley has had great recruiting success the last 2 seasons, something that should hold the Lakers in good stead over the next few years. But in the not-too-distant future, Burgess will say goodbye to her first recruit, senior frontcourt player Elizabeth VanTiflin. Back in 2007, the player known by her coach and teammates as Biz was considering the Grand Valley recruiting pitch she first got from former coach Don Plitzowite. But when Plitzowite left for Ann Arbor to join the staff at Michigan, Biz became acquainted in a hurry with Burgess.
As soon as I took this job, within 7 days, I was in her house talking to her family and understood that she's just a great program kid. And as you watch her go through her 4 years with us, she has done anything and everything that we've asked. She's a great definition of what Laker women's basketball is about, just her work ethic, her determination, everything she does off the court is just excellent. And she's a kid that obviously we are so thankful to have in our program for the last 4 years, and excited that she's going to leave a lot of great footprints for the rest of the kids to follow in.
I had confidence in Tim Selgo, our AD, to pick a right coach, and when Don Plitzowite left, they were just like, hold tight, and so I did, and I had faith that Grand Valley would pick the perfect fit, and I have really enjoyed playing with Coach Burgess. She's taught us basketball. There's more to life than just basketball. You need to balance your school, your family, your faith, so I really have liked playing for her.
VanTiflin has been a largely unsung hero for her 4 college years. Part of the reason for that is because she's been used in a lot of different ways in different positions. When she first arrived, she was viewed as a 3-point shooting threat, while these days she's called on more for defense and rebounding.
I think she's just a perfect example of a kid that'll do whatever a program needs. We've asked her to change her roles probably almost every year, in the sense of, you know, this year she went to play the 4, and she's never played the 4 before. She's playing some of our best defense in the post, and then obviously continuing to rebound like she has done ever since she got here. And, you know, I think she knows that she's a spot-up shooter, and she embraces that role. She knows that's her strength, and that's what her team needs from her, and she openly does that day in and day out. And the other great characteristic that obviously you don't see in stats or anything is just her work ethic. I mean, she is the kid that will bring her heart and soul to this practice floor every single day. She'll bring her heart and soul to games, and she'll do it even off the court, whatever they're doing. I mean, this kid is completely committed to these young ladies in this program.
And while her coach talks at length about VanTiflin's versatility as a player, she also appreciates her role as an elder statesman on a team that's seen a lot of changes during her 4 years. When Biz first came to Allendale from her home of Saginaw, the Lakers were bidding farewell to most of the players from the 2006 National Championship team. After retooling in 08 and 09, the Lakers have transformed again after seeing 3 players from last year's squad transfer after a season that ended disappointingly.
Over the summer, we kind of took last year and said we didn't want it to ever happen again, so we thought of a theme for our team, and the theme was family, and that's kind of shaped our work ethic and our relationship with people. And we're a family. We go through hard times together, we go through successes together, and we have each other's back and take one day at a time and just move on from the bad things.
I think the coaches and the players all have had a great year. You look at every single one of these kids. They've all embraced the roles that they've been given. We have great talent that is in this program, and every single one of them has stepped up and done what they did. And I think, you know, the greatest thing that you can look at Biz, you can look at Kara Crawford, the 2 young ladies that have been with us for 4 years, and they have just been troopers through this entire year, leading this young group of young ladies. And the most important thing when you look at this team is they're having tremendous fun. I mean, we have fun on the bus trips, we have fun on the court, in practice. It doesn't matter. The lightheartedness that these kids have been able to bring to the court has been tremendous.
Last week against Findlay, VanTiflin had another one of her typical games with 5 points, 6 rebounds, and the kind of floor play that opened things up for her teammates in a 58-41 win. Before that one, she talked about the way her 4 years of college have breezed by and what she and her mates hope to achieve before her final season ends.
We have on our board in the locker room, we have our record now, and then when we finish this season, we want to finish 21-5, and that's with winning out the rest of the season, and then going to GLIACs and just in practice keep getting better each day, and then that will advance us to the national tournament where we hope to do big things.
We have a lot more left ahead of us with postseason, and these kids are focused on the right things, and in all reality it's just getting better every day and continuing to focus on each other and playing within ourselves and understanding that, you know, yeah, we can reach a lot of high goals, but as long as we keep ourselves focused like we have been, success will come.
Biz VanTiflin says one of the things she'll remember most about Grand Valley is the time her coach announced a pregnancy before the season, which produced daughter Sydney, who is now a fixture at Laker practices. A star in the classroom as well as on the floor, Biz used to be like Sydney, the little girl who chased after basketballs in a gym. When she finishes her education degree at Grand Valley, she may end up like Sydney's mom as a teacher and well-qualified coach. For the Grand Valley State Sports Report, I'm Tom Cleary.